Patrick Horgan, I'd hazard a guess to say you've seen it pretty much all in your Cork career. What was that like tonight?
Yeah, that was up there probably. Yep. That was that was probably up there one of the best games we've had as a team down here. This is the best place you can play a match. I've been saying that for the last good few years, but tonight really showed that like you're not going to get any Munster Championship game with that atmosphere out there that we had tonight. And it's probably something that, you know, there should be probably more Saturday night games and stuff like that, more games here. Yeah, it was unbelievable, but as it is in hurling and as it is in the Munster Championship, we have to forget it as quick as we can and aim our attention towards next week and see.
We'll talk about next week in a few minutes. Hold on now for a second.
Yeah.
73rd minute, 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
The ball's in your hand, you're facing Nicky Quaid. Am I right in saying Quaid saved the penalty from you a few years ago?
Yes.
Does that go through your head?
Only when you just told me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is going through your head when the game is on the line there, when Cork's championship is on the line?
I didn't see it like that. I suppose I just have to take the penalties. That's my job, and I have absolutely no bother taking it. And I don't know. I actually kind of enjoyed it, down into all the red in the terrace and all the noise being made, like, and it's class. It's like it's the reward from something like that is worth the pressure you encounter before it.
I was watching the game with Anthony Nash and he didn't doubt you.
No.
He wasn't worried at all. No, he wasn't. Although he didn't celebrate until the full-time whistle because there was still a minute to go there. You know, there was still ball to be won. The performance itself, you must have had great satisfaction from the manner in which your game plan was working in that first half. Yeah, when that's clicking as a team, it must just give energy. And
there was a lot of breaks going our way now as well in the first half. Fellas were really hungry for the ball. They were aggressive with and without the ball. And I suppose tonight meant everything to us. Limerick have 4 points in the board, and they still they're like machines. They click into gear like they did in the second half, and it became really hard for us to get a foothold in the game again. But one or two things happened. Shane came on lively, got a few fellas turned, and it kind of changed from there, and we kind of got back into it and just came out the right side of it just. Yeah,
we saw Limerick do that in last year's All-Ireland final, turning a deficit on its head and flipping that game completely. We saw them do it to Clare a couple of weeks ago. When a team gets a run on you like that, there's no half time to save you or turn it.
Half,
you need something. You need something to change for you. And obviously the subs that you made throughout that game, you're leaning on your panel.
Yeah, and I suppose a few of the boys took shots from midfield as well during that period, like Fitzy, Barrett over on the far sideline. Kept us going, kept us taking over, fellow taking on our men. They were winning frees. I was knocking them over. They were handy. They were 20-30 yards out. That just kept us in there. The boys just didn't get out of sight, and then we just got that small bit of luck that we've been kind of looking for, and came out the right side.
What was the pressure like for the group this week? Because it was do or die for Cork after the disappointment of last summer.
Yeah.
It hasn't felt like you've been bad, but it just hasn't gone fully right for you over the last while.
Yeah, like sometimes, and I know this is probably going on 2 years, but sometimes it comes down to a bounce of a ball. These games, like you look at the whole game, 3:28 to 3:20 something, 26. Like it comes down to literally a break, a bounce of a ball, a free, whatever. Like, and a lot of the time we've been coming out the wrong side of that, and I suppose we just got a small bit of the rub of the green there later on, and we took it.
Yeah.
And it was great.
What's a week like this like going to be now, given you had the week where you knew it was do or die and now you're going into tip where once more you have to do it? What's this week going to be like?
I suppose the same as any week, same as the last week. We'll just be back in either tomorrow or Monday and forget about tonight, and we've another game next week, and that's the nature of the Munster Championship. Like, you can't be too up or can't be too down. You've another game next week and you have to prepare.
Still loving your hurling?
You love it, yeah. Every day, can't wait for training. So I think we're on now 12 in the morning. I can't wait.
Class. Patrick Horgan, well done tonight.
Thanks.
Best of luck next week.
One.